In this lesson, we'll address keyboard settings. So here we are at the settings screen, and we're in General in the left column. And we're going to scroll down in the right column until we find Keyboard. We'll touch Keyboard one time. And this takes us to the keyboard settings. That first setting, auto capitalization, presses the Shift key for you when you are at the beginning of a sentence. You may have noticed that when you're typing and you begin a new sentence that the first letter of that word is automatically capitalized. Autocorrection prompts you with word suggestions that you may have mistyped. Check Spelling is the spell checker for your iPad. The Enable Caps Lock allows you to double tap the Shift key to go into Caps Lock mode. And the Shortcut option lets you double tap the space bar to insert a period and a trailing space at the end of a sentence. So, rather than having to type a period and a space to begin a new sentence, all you need to do when you reach the end of a sentence is to double tap the space bar and a period and a space will be properly inserted for you. Let's take a look next at that split keyboard option. If you want to type with your thumbs while you hold the iPad in both hands, you can split the keyboard so that you can do this. You can also use that split keyboard function to move the on-screen keyboard higher on the screen. Let's see how this works. See that Show Hide Keyboard button in the lower right? You can drag that Show Hide button up the screen, and as you do, the keyboard will split into two sections, making the keys smaller but closer to the screen edges so that you can reach them with your thumbs. So if you're holding your iPad with both hands and would like to thumb type, you can split the keyboard and use it this way. How to get the keyboard back together again? You can pinch it back together again and then just drag it to the lower right. You can also split the keyboard by using reverse pinch and then move the sections of the keyboard up the screen. You can also get the keyboard back together again by touching and holding the Show Hide button. Notice that you get the option to dock and merge. So just slide your finger to dock and merge, and the keyboard will return to its normal place at full size at the bottom of the screen. You can split the keyboard and undock it by using that same Show Hide button. Just touch and hold, and then select Split. And the keyboard splits and moves up the screen. You can choose the other option, undock, to undock the keyboard at full size. And then you can slide the keyboard on the screen to the position that you want it to be in. As always, tapping the Show Hide button puts the keyboard away and takes you out of editing mode. By default, only the original language for the keyboard that you've set is available. You can make other keyboard languages available by using the keyboard settings. Let's see how. I have 3 keyboards assigned. English, my default. The emoji keyboard gives you access to a set of picture characters that you can use in your emails or other messages, and a Spanish keyboard. You can add a new keyboard by touching Add New Keyboard. And here you can see the full list of choices that you have for languages for your keyboard. You could choose any one of those languages just by tapping. To remove a keyboard, you just need to tap once on the Edit button in the upper right, and then tap the red Delete button. Confirm by touching Delete. And tap Done when you're finished editing the list. And finally, let's take a look at shortcuts. You can create text snippets to represent longer phrases or even entire sentences. For example, I've assigned the snippet IPD to iPad Academy and the snippet TCM to Thanks for contacting me. Let's see how these snippets work. If I type the characters IPD and then press the space bar, you can see that they're replaced with iPad Academy. Tapping the return key would work the same way. Let's try TCM. And that's how shortcuts work. To create a shortcut, tap the plus or add sign in the upper right corner of the shortcut screen. On the next screen, first type the full phrase. Then type the abbreviation or shortcut for that phrase. Then tap Save. That shortcut is now available for you to use in nearly any app where you can type.